This is Dr. Barbara von Mettenheim, and today I want to talk to you about a valuable tool that you can use, but keeps some people from making themselves available in 12-step rooms and meetings. And that concept is God. They often are turned off by that word God. So let's talk about that word for a minute. What does that mean? Well, first of all, God as the higher power or the spark of the life force or the source energy of the universe is really quite unknowable by people as small as human beings. We're really just a speck in the universe. If you look at a map, so the stars, here's Aldebaran, right? Here's Aldebaran. It's this huge body out there. And then you look at the size of the sun and it's about this big. And then if you look at the size of the earth compared to that, it's maybe the size of a pixel. So in the ultimate scheme of things in the universe, we are very, very small. So how can we possibly, with our limited five senses, begin to grasp the vastness which is encompassed by this three-letter word, God? Everyone has an opinion about what that is, and I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying that everyone's opinion of God is just extremely limited and very small. And in the vastness of what that concept is, there's a lot of room for each of us to define that as we will and as what works for us. So what worked for me, and on this I have built a 40-year sober life. Not that I'm, alive 40 years, but I've been sober 40 years this month, is that there's only two things I needed to know. And people laugh when I say this, but it's absolutely what I did. There is a God, and I'm not it. And on those two principles, I have been able to build quite a nice sober life. Deepak Chopra, you all probably have heard of him. He's a very famous Ayurvedic doctor. He's also a medically certified endocrinologist. He defines it as pure potentiality. That there is this pure potential force in the world, in the universe, that is just sitting there waiting for us to take part. And so it's like stem cells. It is just there. It's power, it's consciousness. Other people describe it as pure consciousness, but it's waiting for us to use it, waiting for us to determine what we want. Now we can see how we're using it by looking at what we're getting in life. And, if you're not getting what you want in life, then look at what you're injecting into that consciousness that's surrounding you. It's really dependent on what you want it to be. So if you want a really great life, you need to start injecting really great thoughts into this pure consciousness that's waiting to serve us. It will give you whatever you want. So you really just need to think good things for yourself, positive, healthy, great things, and that's what begins to show up in your life. But if you're sitting there miserable and unhappy, and think about, what are your thoughts? What thoughts are you thinking on a daily basis? Are you worried? Worry is nothing than pre-planning our future with misery. So you really need to begin to understand that there is this consciousness. You're using it all the time, but if it's not serving you up great things, it's because you're not expecting great things. Now, for those of us who are Christian, there's a lot of scripture that you could look to for how this works, and I'll post something. I'll post a link to a document that has those for you if you want to look those up. But it really is incumbent upon us to just understand that God is so big and so vast that you get to do whatever you want with it. So don't let those old ideas that were given to you as a child direct your future. You get to say what your life is going to be like. And so God becomes a reflection of what you believe. Nobody else, just you. So I hope that helps. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.